Today we will learn another physics activity, seconds pendulum. Here we will determine the length of the seconds pendulum and also we will find out the relationship between the length of the simple pendulum and its time period. Now the apparatus which are required for this experiment are metallic sphere, that is bob, inextensible string, retort stand, meter scale, stopwatch and vernier caliper. The formula which is used to find the length of the seconds pendulum is Ls by Ts square is equal to L by T square. So Ls is nothing but 4 into L by T square, where Ls is length of the seconds pendulum, Ts is time period of seconds pendulum, L length of the simple pendulum and T is the corresponding time period. So from this equation we can calculate the length of the seconds pendulum. So in this experiment we are going to find out the relationship between the length of the pendulum and its time period. So from where you obtain this formula, that is Ls by Ts square, which is equal to L by T square. So this formula we obtain from the equation T is equal to 2 pi square root of L by G. This expression you have studied in oscillation chapter. In simple pendulum, there is heavy metallic sphere or heavy bob suspended from light inextensible string which is attached to the rigid support. When it is at rest, bob is at rest. This position is called equilibrium position. When you displace the bob sidewards and release it, it starts oscillating about its mean position. The maximum displacement on either side of this mean position is called amplitude of SHM. So in oscillation chapter you might have studied that the motion of simple pendulum is linear simple harmonic motion, where there is restoring force which tries to restore it back to its mean position. So here in this diagram you will observe that L is nothing but length of the simple pendulum, that is distance between the point of suspension to the center of gravity point. Now when bob oscillates, when it is released from this position and it returns back to this position, this is called one oscillation, and the time taken by the bob to complete this one oscillation is called its time period. And that time period depends upon the length of the simple pendulum. Now here theta is the angle made by the string with the vertical, and these are the forces shown here which are acting on the bob. Now T is force of tension which is acting along the length of the string. This is mg, weight of the bob acting vertically downward. Now as this angle is theta, as these two are parallel to each other, this angle is also equals to theta. Therefore, we can resolve this mg into two components, mg cos theta, and the other component which is perpendicular to this one is mg sin theta. Now T get balanced by mg cos theta, and only unbalanced force here is mg sin theta, which provides the restoring force. So restoring force in this case is mg sin theta, which is directly proportional to the displacement from the mean position and always opposite to the displacement. Thus, the simple pendulum performs linear simple harmonic motion. Now see the procedure in short. First, we will suspend the bob from the fixed support with the inextensible string. We will adjust the length of the string 80 cm and we will find out the time for 20 oscillations. So for 80 cm length, we will repeat the experiment twice. So we will find out the time period of oscillation by dividing that mean time with 20, and then we will get the time for one oscillation. Next we will change the length to 90 cm and we will take two readings for time for 20 oscillations, and again we will change that length to 100 cm and again we will find out the time for 20 oscillations. and after dividing the time by 20 we will get the time for one oscillation for 80 centimeter, for 90 centimeter and for 100 centimeter.
Hello students, this is the fourth activity from your 12th standard practical syllabus. Now the aim of this activity is to measure the length of the seconds pendulum. Clear? तो यहाँ पे हमें find out क्या करना है, relation between the length of the simple pendulum and the time period of simple pendulum, and then we'll find out the length of seconds pendulum. Now what is simple pendulum? So this kind of arrangement is called simple pendulum, where there is a metallic sphere which is attached to the light inextensible string, and this is fixed to the rigid support. So this is nothing but the retort stand to which this thread is fixed. Clear? Now by measuring this length of the string, and by measuring the radius of the bob, you can measure the length of the simple pendulum. So this effective length of the simple pendulum is nothing but the distance between the point of suspension of the thread to the center of gravity point of this metallic sphere. तो हमें thread का length किससे मिलेगा? By using this meter scale, and ये bob का radius हमें कहाँ से मिलेगा? By using this vernier caliper. So what are the apparatus which are required to measure the length of the simple pendulum? Meter scale and there is vernier caliper. तो ये दोनों से हमें length कौन सा मिलेगा? एक मिलेगा length of the thread which is small l, and दूसरा मिलेगा radius of the bob which is nothing but small r. So this small l plus small r is nothing but capital L, which is the length of the simple pendulum. Clear? Next हमें करना क्या है एक्सपेरिमेंट में, लेंथ के अकॉर्डिंग टाइम पीरियड किस तरह से चेंज होता है वो हमें फाइंड आउट करना है. हमें L/T² ये रेशियो फाइंड आउट करना है. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे हमें दो पैरामीटर्स फाइंड आउट करने हैं, एक है लेंथ, एंड लेंथ के अकॉर्डिंग टाइम पीरियड कैसे चेंज हो रहा है. तो टाइम पीरियड हम रिकॉर्ड किससे करेंगे? बाय यूजिंग दिस स्टॉप वॉच. The stopwatch is used to record the time for the oscillations of the simple pendulum. Clear? तो ये था apparatus which is required for this activity. Next we will see how to perform this activity. Now first we will set the length of the thread to 80 centimeter by using this meter scale. So यहाँ पे आप लोग को दिख रहा होगा कि ये length of the thread कितना लिया है मैंने, 80 centimeter adjust किया है. Then we will fix this simple pendulum to the retort stand. I will fix this simple pendulum to the retort stand. Now we have fixed the thread of the simple pendulum to the retort stand, and the length of the simple pendulum here is nothing but 80 centimeter. ठीक है, तो ये हमने adjust किया by using meter scale. Next हमें करना क्या है? हमें time period find out करना है for the oscillations of the simple pendulum. टाइम पीरियड हम कहाँ से फाइंड आउट करेंगे? बाय यूजिंग दिस स्टॉप वॉच. क्लियर? सो ये व्हेन दिस बॉब इज एट रेस्ट एंड दिस इज अलोंग स्ट्रेट लाइन, तो दिस पोजीशन ऑफ द सिंपल पेंडुलम इज नथिंग बट मीन पोजीशन. व्हेन यू डिस्प्लेस द बॉब साइडवेज एंड रिलीज इट स्टार्ट मूविंग टू एंड फ्रो और इट ऑसिलेट अबाउट इट्स मीन पोजीशन. क्लियर? व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय वन ऑसिलेशन? One oscillation is nothing but from where you release the bob, when it come back to that position, that is nothing but one oscillation of the simple pendulum. तो यहाँ पे हमें one oscillation का time find out करना है, which is nothing but time period. But before that, we'll find the time for 20 oscillations, and then we'll divide that time, total time, by 20. So we'll get the time period, that is nothing but time for one oscillation. Clear? तो ये हम किससे find out करने जा रहे हैं? By using stopwatch. तो स्टॉप वॉच का वर्किंग कैसे होता है ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. स्टॉप वॉच में यहाँ पे होता है स्टार्ट बटन, वही आपका क्या है? स्टॉप बटन. तो जब भी आपको स्टॉप वॉच स्टार्ट करना है तो ये बटन को प्रेस करोगे, एंड टू स्टॉप इट यू विल प्रेस द सेम बटन आफ्टर 20 ऑसिलेशंस, एंड देन टू रीसेट इट टू 0 यू आर गोइंग टू यूज दिस बटन. क्लियर? Now we have to displace this bob sideways and we have to release it, and at the same time you have to start the stopwatch. Clear? And then count the 20 oscillations and find out or record the time for 20 oscillations by using this stopwatch. Clear? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20। तो जहाँ पे आपने स्टार्ट किया था, स्टॉप वॉच का जो बटन आपने प्रेस किया था स्टार्ट करने के लिए, वहाँ पे आपने क्या किया, स्टॉप किया। एंड द टाइम फॉर 20 ऑसिलेशंस इज नथिंग बट 36 सेकेंड्स। यहाँ पे आपको 28 भी दिख रहा होगा, बट आपको क्या लेना है, 36 सेकेंड्स। तो लेंथ 80 सेंटीमीटर रखा थ्रेड का, एंड द टाइम फॉर 20 ऑसिलेशंस इज 36। Now I will take the second reading for 80 centimeter length. Again we will displace this bob. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So the time for 20 oscillations is 35.84 seconds. Now this is approximately equal to 36 seconds. Again we will record the time for 20 oscillations, and this time the length of the simple pendulum is nothing but 90 centimeter. तो हमने स्केल से ये लेंथ कितना सेट किया है, 90 centimeter. And then we will record the time for 20 oscillations for the simple pendulum. Clear? So again we will displace this bob and we will release it. And at the same time you have to start the stopwatch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now here we'll see the time for 20 oscillations for the length 90 centimeter is nothing but 38 seconds. Clear? तो यहाँ से हमें time for one oscillation मिल जाएगा, that is nothing but time period. I'll take the second reading for 90 centimeter length. So again we will displace the bob and we will record the time for 20 oscillations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So the time for 20 oscillations is 38 seconds for 90 centimeter length. This is the second reading. Now the length of the simple pendulum is 100 centimeter that we have measured with the help of meter scale, and we have reset this stopwatch to 0. Again we will displace this bob sideways, and when we release it we will start this stopwatch at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So the time period for 20 oscillations is 40 seconds, and from there you can calculate the time for one oscillation, that is time period for the simple pendulum when the length of the pendulum is 100 centimeter. Clear? तो यहाँ पे हमें समझ में आएगा when length of simple pendulum is 80 centimeter, the time for 20 oscillations is 36 seconds. When the length of the simple pendulum is 90 centimeter, the time for 20 oscillations is 38 seconds. And when the length of the pendulum is 100 centimeter, the time for 20 oscillations is 40 seconds. So as length increases, the time period of pendulum increases. तो यहाँ से हमें क्या मिला? Relation between length of the simple pendulum and time period of simple pendulum. Now we will take the second reading for same length, that is 100 centimeter. So again we will displace this bob sideways and we will find the time for 20 oscillations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Again the time for 20 oscillations in case of 100 centimeter length is 40 seconds. Clear? Now we will find out the diameter of this bob by using vernier caliper. So we will place this bob between these two lower jaws to find the diameter of this bob. So we will place the diameter parallel to the scale, main scale. Now we'll note down the reading on the main scale of vernier caliper and the division on the vernier scale. Yeah. So now what do you mean by MSR, main scale reading? The reading on the main scale is nothing but the division on the main scale which is crossed by vernier scale 0th division. तो यहाँ पे आपको दिख रहा होगा this is the 0th division on vernier scale. ये वर्नियर स्केल स्लाइड होता है अलॉन्ग द लेंथ ऑफ द मेन स्केल. इसके ऊपर देयर आर 10 डिविजन्स एंड दिस फर्स्ट वन इज नथिंग बट द 0th डिवीजन. सो फाइंड आउट with which division on main scale this 0th division is coinciding head to head. So now here it is coinciding with 2.5 on main scale. So your main scale reading is 2.5 centimeter. Now we'll find out vernier scale division. तो MSR हमें मिल गया, that is 2.5 centimeter. Now out of this 10 divisions, find out which division is coinciding with some division on main scale. तो यहाँ पे अगर आप एक एक डिवीजन देखते जाते हो तो आपको समझ में आएगा. दिस इज 0th डिवीजन, दिस वन इज फर्स्ट, देन सेकेंड, थर्ड. सो हियर if you observe carefully, this second division is coinciding head to head. So your MSR is 2.5 and VSD is 2. Clear? Now I'll convert that VSD into VSR. So that will be 2 into 0.01, 0.02 centimeter. So total reading is 2.52 centimeter. That is MSR plus VSR.
Now first we'll write down the observations from this experiment. So here we have measured the diameter of the bob, which is 2.52 centimeter. Dividing that diameter by 2, you will get radius of the bob, which is 1.26 centimeter. And the period of seconds pendulum given is Ts is equal to 2 seconds. Next, we will record the readings in the observation table. So we have taken 3 observations for 3 different lengths. Length of the string adjusted are 80 centimeter, 90 centimeter and 100 centimeter. So the total length of the pendulum, effective length of the pendulum, is the length of the thread plus radius of the bob. So 80 plus 1.26, that will be 81.26. 90 plus 1.26, 91.26. 100 plus 1.26, 101.26. So these are nothing but the different lengths, and for these 3 different lengths we have recorded the time for 20 oscillations. So here we take 2 sets of readings for each length. So first, for 80 centimeter length we obtain 36 second time. So mean time is 36. For 90 we got 38 seconds, near about 38 tha yahan pe, so that is 38 seconds. And for 100 it is both the times, it is 40, so mean is 40. Next, this is the time for 20 oscillations. So we will divide this time by 20 and we will get the time for one oscillation, which is the time period. So it is 1.8 for 80 centimeter length. For 90 centimeter length of the string it is 1.9, and for 100 centimeter length of the string it is 2 seconds. Next, we have calculated L by T square ratio. This ratio will obtain from the log calculation table. Unit will be centimeter per second square. So from this average value you will obtain the length of the seconds pendulum. Now this is the log calculation table to find the ratio L by T square. So first we will find out the log of length, that is log L, which is equal to A. Then to find the T square log, we will multiply log T by 2, which is B. Then to find L by T square, we will subtract 2 log T, that is B, from A. So it is A minus B, which is equal to C. And then we will find out antilog of C to find L by T square. Now you know that log of L, which is nothing but log of 81.26, that is 2 digits before the decimal point, characteristic is 1. For 91.26 again characteristic is 1. For 101.26 characteristic is 2. And then mantissa part will obtain from the log book. Now to find 2 log T, that is to find log T first. The characteristic is 0 for all the 3 time periods, as with 1 digit before the decimal point. And then we will multiply by 2 and we will get this value. So this is nothing but 2 log T value, which is B. Now to subtract B from A, we will subtract this value from this row. That is 1.3993 for first reading, is 1.4027 for second reading, and 1.4035 for third reading. Next we will obtain the antilog of this value. So it is 25.08 for first length, 25.27 for second length, and 25.32 for third length. So this is L by T square values by log calculation, and the average value of L by T square is nothing but L1 plus L1 by T square plus L1 by T square plus L1 by T square. 3 values we have to add and divide by 3, that is 25.22 centimeter per second square. So this is the average value of L by T square. Now as we obtain the average value of L by T square, which is 25.22 centimeter per second square, We'll substitute that value in this formula to calculate LS, length of seconds pendulum. So we'll multiply 25.22 by 4 and we'll get the exact value, which is 100.88 centimeter. This is the length of seconds pendulum and this is our result of this activity. So we'll write down the result. Length of seconds pendulum LS is 100.88 centimeter, which is nearly equal to 101 centimeter. Now the precautions which we have to take during this activity are: amplitude of oscillation should be very small and string used in the experiment should be inextensible and light. If it is not inextensible, then length may vary during the oscillations and it may change the time period. And amplitude should be very small. अगर amplitude छोटा नहीं होगा तो हम linear simple harmonic motion consider नहीं कर सकते. So this is the result of this activity and we have verified the relationship between the length and the time period. As length increases, the time period of simple pendulum increases. So seconds pendulum is a pendulum whose time period is equals to 2 seconds and length nearly यहाँ पे आया 101 centimeter. Thank you.